Hello.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I look like a mess, I know. I look horrible. My hair's all messed up. I haven't even showered today yet, but I'll tell you why in just a minute. First, I just want to say what the video is about. So, this video is about, well, the video is not about becoming a YouTuber or anything like that. This is about why you should vlog more and capture more of your life. Because sometimes I look back and I think, I really wish I had have recorded that, or, thinking back on a huge moment and I'm like, "Oh, I wish I could watch it again on camera." I'm trying to prevent you from making the same mistake that I've done, and I'm trying to influence you on, capturing your life more. So the reason that I look like this, I'm not prepared at all. I haven't written a script or anything. So for the past week and a half, I've been writing out this video, and I've gone out, I've taken shots, taken footage, I've done voiceovers. I did the whole walking through a park and sitting down at a bench and talking to the camera. And then there were times where I would be literally reading from a script. And then I was just editing that footage. I've been editing it for the past about 5 days. And today I was editing it and I was watching back. I was about 60% done. I was watching it and I thought, you know what, this isn't me. I mean, there were literally times where I would be looking down and reading from a script on a piece of paper, and I was watching it back and I thought, I sound robotic, I don't sound genuine, and that's not how I want to be portrayed on this platform. I don't want to seem disingenuous. I want to be me, and I would encourage everyone to do the same thing, because trying to be someone different for someone else, it's not a good way to live. It's horrible, and you should strive to be yourself. And that's what I'm going to try and do from now on. So I don't have any script now. I literally thought, you know what, this is not me. This is not genuine. I scrapped the whole project and I'm just going to do this now. I've started again for this video. So I just got my camera out. I wrote down a few notes on a bit of paper and I press record. And that's why I seem a little bit unprepared, I guess. Anyway, so let's talk about vlogs. So first off, let's talk about what you should vlog. My simple, easy answer would be to vlog as much as you can. And I'm not talking all of the exciting things like going away on a holiday or spending time with family. I mean, of course you should vlog those things. They're the most important things to vlog. But I mean just, going out for breakfast or going to get a coffee or going for a walk. Just the small things that you can watch back and reflect on. A vlog doesn't have to be exciting, it just needs to be honest. That's what it needs to be. And you need to be yourself. And if you share your vlogs online, people can relate to that, because not everyone's life is exciting. A lot of people that want to vlog, a lot of people say to themselves, well, my life isn't really exciting enough, so why should I vlog? I've got nothing to vlog. But to other people, when they watch your vlogs, it's something different. And all of the boring stuff that you vlog and people watch, people can relate to that. Because, like I said, not everyone's life is exciting all the time. And when you do vlog, even if you are vlogging for a wider audience, don't vlog for that audience, vlog for yourself. Or you could vlog for maybe your family and your friends in mind, but mainly vlog for yourself. Don't try and, like I was doing, don't try and come across as not yourself, because that's the worst kind of vlog that there can be. So yeah, moral of the story, vlog everything you can, even if it's the boring stuff, of course the exciting stuff. So the other reason that people may choose not to vlog is a public embarrassment. I know years ago when I started filming myself in public, I was really, really embarrassed. Sometimes I still get embarrassed, depending on what I'm doing in front of the camera. But one of the main things that you have to keep in mind is everyone who starts off vlogging or filming themselves in front of the camera, where there's other people around or they're in public, is that everyone has started from that place of embarrassment. Every single person. even some of the biggest YouTubers on the planet have started from that position, and it's just something that you constantly work on and improve on. So you're definitely not alone in that category. Everyone's been embarrassed, but yeah, it's something that will improve over time. So my advice would be, if you do feel like you're being judged by people are looking at you and you are embarrassed, start off small, work your way up. You may want to start filming yourself inside your house, work your way out to the backyard or the front yard, whatever yard you've got, or a courtyard. Then take it a step further, go out in public in your car, park in a parking lot, film yourself, talk about your day, talk about what you're going to do for the day, take your camera out, capture some footage of what you're doing. You don't have to necessarily talk to the camera when you're outside, but that'll come in time. Eventually that'll come. You can work from your car up to your local town in the street where maybe there's not many people. If you live in the city, that might be a bit harder, but maybe you can go to the park where it's a bit quieter. And yeah, eventually over time, you will find that you just don't care anymore. And the thing you got to remember is that people may look at you when you are filming yourself. Maybe if you're using your phone, it might look like you're just on a video call, FaceTiming with someone. So maybe you could pretend that you're doing that, and that'll take all of your fears and embarrassment away. If you're holding like a proper vlogging camera or a DSLR, it's going to be a bit harder to pretend that you're FaceTiming someone with that. But what you got to remember is people may see you, but no one really cares. No one's going to come up to you and say, "Oh, look at this loser. What are you doing? Why do you have a massive camera in your face?" They're going to maybe look at you, they're going to think, "What's that person doing?" And then they're going to just keep walking, and they're going to forget about it in 10 seconds. And you've also got to think, you've probably seen someone doing it yourself. You've probably seen someone with a camera, talking to a camera, and you probably thought, that's kind of weird. And then you got on with your day. That's basically what everyone else goes through. They see you, they think, whatever. And then you forget about it. No one really cares. Another thing you can try is, instead of talking to the camera and you're looking around and looking at people, seeing if people are judging you, try to ignore them and just focus on the camera and focus about what you're saying. That really helped me, because I used to, look around like this and I would kind of lose track of what I was saying. But if you look at the camera, you focus on what you want to say, it really helped me. If you don't focus on people staring at you and you focus on the story, it goes a long way. So let's get into the meat of this video, how to vlog. So some of the gear that you will need, some people won't need to buy any new gear at all. You just use the one thing that pretty much everyone on planet Earth has. It's your phone. Every phone basically has a camera on the front or the back. The back's better. You can use the front. It's less quality, but if you're using a phone, you can't expect much better quality unless you invest in a good camera. So you can use your phone. If you want, you can buy one of those DJI gimbals. You can stick your phone on it and get some selfie shots. That way you don't have to sort of hold your arm out like this all the time, and you get an achy arm after a while. So a selfie stick really goes far. If you want to take it a little step further, you can get a little, it's not really an action camera. It can be an action camera, but it's a little POV camera. So this is the DJI Osmo Nano. It comes with a little screen as well, and it just clicks on like that, and you can watch what you're recording. These cameras are really cool because they're very discreet. You can wear them on your hat with a hat clip, or you can wear it on your chest, and you can get that really cool, it shows your audience from your eyes. And you can also get selfie sticks for them. You can just stick it on like that, extend it out, and you've got a really small, discreet little camera that you can vlog on all day. These cameras do come with limitations. The batteries don't last too long with them, so a lot of the times they're only good for capturing little short clips. But if you've got a power bank on you, you can do a quick charge. It charges really quickly, like 15 minutes, and it's full. So with cameras like the Osmo Nano, some bundles come with accessories like this, and with accessories like this, you can get cool camera angles like this. With the Osmo Nano, there's also accessories you can buy, like the outside suction cup that you can use on your car. It's fantastic if you want to get some B-roll on the outside of the car. just be careful and make sure you put it in a good spot and make sure the suction cup is sucked on properly. Otherwise, you could have a bad day. You've also got the Insta360 Go Ultra, which comes in an action pod with a bigger screen. It's tiny little camera like that. You can see it there. That's another little action camera that you can use. You can also put that on a selfie stick. These cameras typically cost you around anywhere between 300 and 500 bucks or euros, wherever you're from. You can grab a DSLR like what I'm using. I've got the A7 IV Sony camera, and I have this PGYTEC Mantis pod, and you just pop it on the top here and you can hold it out like that. Depending on the camera that you've got, so mine's pretty heavy, so if you're holding it out like this for a while, your arm can get pretty achy. This stick is really good as well because it turns into a tripod. It turns into a tripod as well. You can just set it on the ground and capture some cool angles. Other cameras you can get, like a really good vlogging camera is the Sony ZV-E1, which that has great stabilization and it works with the Sony lens E-mounts. A cheaper option would be the Sony I have to double check this. So the Sony EVZ1, the cheaper option is the EVZ10. So cameras like that give you excellent picture quality, and they also give you that creamy bokeh effect in the background. So it looks really high quality video, and that's pretty much all you need. So you can either use your phone, you can use a little action camera, you can even use like a GoPro, you can use the DJI action cameras. A very popular option is the Osmo Pocket 3. It's a little pricey, but you get fantastic quality image with that camera. Or you could use a DSLR, which gets quite pricey. The other thing you got to think about also is when you're filming, you want to think about lighting. If you're filming for a wider audience, you want to think about your lighting. If you're filming out during the day and you've got plenty of lighting, that's fine. You don't want to overexpose your shots, but you also don't want your shots to be too dark where people can't see you. Try to cut out the sky in your background as much as you can because the contrast is just going to be too much, and you're either going to have a really dark face with a really blinding sky, or you're going to have an unseeable face with a good looking sky. It's very hard to balance. So yeah, you want to think about lighting. You also want to think about steadying your shots. Now, a lot of cameras these days, like the Osmo Nano and the Insta360 Go Ultra, these cameras have a stability setting in them, so you can set that to on and it'll stabilize your shots really well. The DSLRs, depending on what you get, my A7 IV has okay stability. The Sony EVZ1, that has excellent stability. It's really marketed as a vlogging camera, but again, it is pricey. I think it's around $2,000 plus maybe. But yeah, you always want to think about, you want some kind of stabilization in your shots, otherwise it's just going to be too shaky. People watching your vlogs might get a little bit sick. You want to stabilize your image as much as possible to make it easy for the viewer's eyes to watch. Another option that you can invest in is some audio equipment. Now, a lot of cameras these days, they have decent inbuilt microphones, and some brands make dedicated microphones like this one, the DJI Mic 3, that connect straight away to these cameras. They give you excellent audio quality. You can even, they're very versatile. You can connect it to those cameras, you connect it to the Insta360 cameras, you can connect it to the DSLR cameras, and these ones have 32 float bit audio, so you can just record directly onto the microphone and then upload it to your computer and sync it with your footage later on, and the quality is amazing. But again, these sort of microphones, you buy the pack and they can run you around 300 bucks. So again, it's an investment, but if you have good quality audio, especially if you're going out and vlogging and talking to the camera, maybe you're outside and you want to cut out some of the background noise, these kind of microphones, they can cut out the background noise really, really well. So it could be a worthwhile investment to make. The other option is you can get a shotgun mic. If you've got a DSLR, you can pop it on top of your camera. That'll give you excellent audio quality as well, but it does make your setup a little bit heavier. So if you're carrying your camera, it can be a bit cumbersome. If you want to write a script for a vlog, that's your prerogative. You can do that if you want. Me personally, I kind of don't, if I'm going to go out and vlog my day with my wife or my kids, I'm not going to write a script for that, because most of the time things don't really go your way, especially when there's other people involved, people who are unreliable or unpredictable, like 4-year-old kids. They're not going to follow a script. So I kind of just do a run and gun method where I'll take a camera and I'll just go and shoot whatever I can. And then in post, I will cut up those clips, stick it all together, and try and make the best out of it. But again, if you're alone and you really want to get a point across to an audience or to your friends or family, and you want to write a script for that, you can do so. I'm not too good with scripts, as I explained to you earlier in the video, but you're quite welcome to do it if that's how you feel that you can get your message across better, or if you're more comfortable from writing a pre-written script. Yeah, you can do it. It's your choice. But again, you want to sound as genuine as possible. You don't want to sound like one person when the camera's on and then a completely different person when the camera's off, because that's like you're living two lives. You don't want to do that. Now, when it comes to editing software, there is software that you can get on your phone. You will be limited to what you can do on the phone. Like, you'll get lots of ads. It's free, obviously, but some of it's not free, but some of it is free. If it's free, you'll most likely get a lot of ads in the app. Most likely you'll have watermarks in your finished video. But if you're someone that's going to be vlogging a lot, you want to try and invest in a quality editing software on the computer. Personally, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. I've been using it for years, so that's one that I prefer. I know my way around it. For beginners, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Maybe something like, many years ago, I used to use Power Director. That's very user-friendly. But again, these softwares you're going to be paying for. Most of them are now subscription based, unfortunately, so you will be paying monthly. But for someone like me who likes to put effort into their videos, it's a worthwhile investment. But again, you can use free software if you want. You can even download free software on the computer, like the DJI Studio app is free. You can also add things like background music to your clips. And the Insta360 Studio app is also free on the computer. You can also add music with that app, and you can also add transitions to your clips. But again, those sorts of programs that are free, they're going to have their limitations. That's the price you pay for it to be free, right? Just a few tips. When you're editing your footage, you want to try and cut out filler words or filler phrases, like anything that's not anything that takes too long to say. This was a good example. So you want to cut out the ums, the ahs, the hms, the likes, like, I always say like. I always say I'm a big user of and like. So you're not alone if you say that a lot, but I try and cut that out as much as I can. You want to try and add music to the background of your clips that fit the scene. So if you're in a park having fun with your kids or something, you want to add happy music, right? You don't want to add sad or orchestral music. You need to find music that fits the scene. You can use, a lot of software has free background music. There are also paid options you can use, like Epidemic Sound. I use Epidemic Sound a lot. Or you could use Artlist, but these platforms, they have paid subscription services. But again, it's an investment that I think is worthwhile for me personally. And you want to try and pace your vlogs properly. So if you're describing what you're doing, try and describe what you're doing for the day, and then you go out and do it so your audience knows what to expect. Try and give them your goals for the day. Try not to make it too condensed unless you're kind of doing that sort of TikTok format where you do 2 seconds of waking up, 2 seconds of eating breakfast, 2 seconds of going for a morning run, 2 seconds of having a shower, 2 seconds of you can do that if you want. Kind of not my style, but I prefer the more slow sort of style where I would say today we're going to the park, today we're going to go to the zoo, and then the next scene you'll see us packing our stuff in the car, and then we'll go. And then the next scene we'll be driving. But if you sort of say, today we're going to go to the zoo, and then the next thing that you see is you're at the zoo and you're looking at the lions, and then all of a sudden the audience is like, whoa, okay, now we're at the zoo all of a sudden. You got to try and pace it out right, space it out evenly, and try not to compact it all into one little thing, unless that's what you're going for. Again, there's no problem with that. So one of the most important questions I think in regards to vlogs is, why should you vlog? Everyone's going to have different reasons. Whether it's for vlogging for a wider audience, whether you vlog for a huge following of people that maybe you want to become famous. Maybe you want to vlog for your family because you don't live with them. Maybe you live on the other side of the world like me and you want to show them what your life's like. Maybe you want to vlog for your friends because you don't live anywhere near them and you only see them once a year. Maybe you want to vlog for your family because you want to remember those times in the future. What I will say is this. For the last probably 50,000 years, humankind has had some way of presenting their experiences, and we look at that and that is history for us. Whether it's cave paintings or Egyptian hieroglyphics or journaling, or the first time the camera was invented, the first time we were able to create video, we've always been able to look at these items and look back at the history of mankind and what it was like back then. It's an evolution of how humans have evolved, right? And without all of those record-keeping methods, we wouldn't know about any of it. And in this day and age, we are lucky enough to have access to, these this amazing technology. And I mean, look at the size of this thing. You can capture 4K 60 videos. We should want to utilize these as much as possible for the next generation of people, because we want them to look back on us and say, wow. We want to be able to give our kids, our children, a window to look through and say, wow, that was my mum or that was my dad, and that's the life that they lived, and that's how life was back then. Without vlogs, there won't be any history to look at in the future. So you should try and make as much history as possible. That's what I'm saying. But everyone's going to have their different reasons to vlog. I know why I do. Ha ha ha!